Hey everybody, I'm here for another Roadside Reading. I guess today it's a Riverside Reading. We're up here at Lock 13 at the Kentucky River, and I'm going to be reading a short chapter from Turkeyfoot. Check it out. Go order it wherever you get your books. Thank y'all again for being so supportive. So many awesome people have said kind thanks to me, and it's been so cool to put this out there into the world. Spoiler alert, today's reading has a major plot point in it, so just bear that in mind. Another reason to go read the book. They laid Anne's body out facing the crying gray sky. If she were still alive, she would feel the pebbles stabbing into her lower back and the coarse slab pricking beneath her shoulder blades. The sound of the river roared around the three as it cut through Lock 13. The massive steel gates had rusted red with disuse. Chunks of concrete crumbled away from the edges into the river below, where the water toppled over the man-made structure in a crash before smoothing back out down the bend. Bald tires, lost toys, and milk jugs bobbed together in clusters, trapped in the foaming plunge. Fat raindrops began to snap as the ground was pelted around the two men. Anne's shirts and jeans darkened under the shower. The rain splashed against her face but did not sting anymore. "I can't just leave her down here in the rain," John's hands trembled as he spoke. "She's dead, John. Sooner or later somebody's going to want to know where the pill pile that killed her is. Let's make it later." "Come on now, sweetie, help me get her back in the car. Please, I'm begging you," John sobbed. Sweetie turned and began walking back up the riverbank to his truck. "It wouldn't be the first time you begged me for something, would it? I ain't helping you do nothing," he said with his back to John. John took a few long strides and was on top of the older man. He squeezed him into a headlock and dropped his weight to the ground, dragging Sweetie with him. They rolled in the mud until John got his hands around Sweetie's throat, digging grimy nails into the flesh. "You got us hooked on these godforsaken pills, and you've done killed us both." Sweetie's head throbbed and his eyes swelled inside his skull. He kneed John in the groin and scrambled to stand up. "Get off me, you junkie!" He struggled for a second with his back pocket before whipping out his snake pistol and pointing it at John, still in the mud, doubled up like a newborn. "I didn't kill that girl. Best get that clear in your head." The heels of Sweetie's boots sank into the mud as he backed towards his truck. Sweetie slammed his door shut and turned the windshield wipers on. Sheets of rainwater began to cascade over the black Chevrolet. Water slashed ruts into the curves of Turkeyfoot Mountain as it gushed towards the river's edge. Sweetie's truck tires spun softly before catching traction and lurching up onto the narrow dirt road. Sweetie could hardly see the way ahead. All he cared to do was put the river, the Purley family, and the pills behind him for good.